After living in San Francisco for 2 years, I am leaving. And in honor of me leaving, I thought I would do a series where I show all of San Francisco's neighborhoods. So in the first video of this series, we'll be talking about the east side of San Francisco, and this includes neighborhoods such as SOMA, which is near the financial district, the East Cut, also known as Rincon Hill, South Beach, and Mission Bay. There's a few different iconic San Francisco spots located in these areas. We won't be going through all of them, but I've listed out a few just so you know what's in the area. So let's start with the financial district and the SOMA area. SOMA actually stands for South of Market Street. The financial district is the central business district of San Francisco. It has skyscrapers, corporate offices, and busy streets during weekdays, and it gets a lot emptier on the weekends. The Montgomery BART station is conveniently located in the financial district for an easy commute. The financial district is also home to the tallest building in San Francisco, which is the Salesforce Tower. One of my favorite places to go just for a walk is Salesforce Park. It's inside of the Salesforce Tower, and you just need to go up a few escalators to get to it. So let's talk about some pros and cons if you want to live in the SOMA area. The places on the east side don't have the quintessential San Francisco vibes, so no Victorian houses with bay windows. The area is home to a lot of luxury skyrises, and many people that reside in SOMA live there because of how close it is to the financial district. SOMA is known for its tech and startup company offices, the SF MoMA, and Yerba Buena, which is a plaza and community center. It's also near Equinox, Target, Trader Joe's, Westfield Mall, and Union Square. Of course, I have to caveat that a lot of places from SOMA have been disappearing. For example, Nordstrom and Hollister have both left the Westfield Mall, and there are just so many security guards at Target. Next, let's hop into Rincon Hill and the East Cut neighborhood. The East Cut is a newer neighborhood with luxury skyrises, but it's also starting to have a community feel, and they're doing a lot of community work here as well. So if you're commuting to South San Francisco or working in the financial district, this is a good place to live. And it's very close to the Ferry Building and Embarcadero. The farmers market in the Ferry Building is one of my favorite things to do on a Saturday, and there's a ton of food there to sample. It's called the Ferry Building because, you guessed it, there's ferries here that can take you to places such as Tiburon and Angel Island. Overall, I would make the argument that Rincon Hill is much safer than SOMA, and the upcoming community there is really nice. They have some classic spots such as Joe and the Juice, Phil's, and even a pickleball court. Pretty similar to SOMA in terms of pros and cons, but the one big difference here is that it's not as close to FiDi, not as close to the Tenderloin, so you're a little bit further removed from it. I'm also going to leave a link down below to the East Cut Communities website if you want to check it out. If you go further east and south, you'll end up at South Beach, which is bordered by the waterfront. It's far enough from FiDi to where you won't hear the noise. Historically, this was more of an industrial area with warehouses and shipping facilities, but now after a significant redevelopment, there's a mix of residential buildings, upscale condos, and even a little bit of office space. South Beach has a Caltrain station if you're commuting to Palo Alto or Menlo Park, and is also close to the Embarcadero station. Of course, San Francisco is home to the Giants, so Oracle Park is a major attraction in South Beach. And without further ado, let's get into the pros and cons of living in South Beach. South Beach is great if you want to get away from the busyness of the city and have a little bit more quiet. Like other places on the east side of San Francisco, you won't get the typical San Francisco vibe. And there are some good restaurants here, but they won't be open super late. And if you keep going down further south, you'll end up in Mission Bay. Mission Bay is another newly developed area. The neighborhoods on the east side are good if you're starting off in San Francisco. There's a lot of young people and young professionals. Mission Bay in particular is centered around the medical campus of UCSF, which includes the UCSF Medical Center and research facilities. So obviously a lot of the people that are living here are working in those industries or are medical students. The Chase Center, which is home of the Golden State Warriors, is also located in Mission Bay. And near the Chase Center, they have a lot of different iconic San Francisco eateries too. Spark Social is also here in Mission Bay. It's a super fun place with lots of different food trucks to hang out with large groups of people in. So now let's get into the pros and cons of living in the Mission Bay. It's a super safe area, but again, won't give you your typical SF vibes if that's what you're going for. Some nearby neighborhoods include Dogpatch and Potrero Hill, which I won't be going over in this video, but they would be good to look into as well. Residential-wise, population here has increased 200% since 2010 and is home to more luxury buildings with amenities. And that's it. Those are all of the neighborhoods that we're covering today. If you like this video, please subscribe and I'll see you next time.